Hello guys, in this video I'm going to introduce you to this new merge technique called as model stock. Plus we will also install the new model by Maxime Zebrafish 7 billion, which is based on this new merge method called as model stock. This model stock is based on a thorough research which you can see on your screen, and really hats off to the researchers because they have really done a great job. So this paper introduces an efficient fine-tuning method for large pre-trained models, offering strong in-distribution and out-of-distribution performance. And they are truly breaking away from the traditional practices that need a multitude of fine-tuned models for averaging. Their approach employs significantly fewer models to achieve final weights yet yield superior accuracy. And that is where they have introduced this new method that approximates a center close weight using only two fine-tuned models applicable during or after training. Their innovative layer-wise weight averaging technique surpasses state-of-the-art models such as Model Soup and utilizing only two fine-tuned models. Now, if you look at this Maxim new model, which is Zebrafish 7 billion, it is also fine-tuned of just two models. One is Liminarity is M7-7 billion, and the other one is Experiment 26 truly iter 0. This technique has already been implemented in MergeKit just 4 days after the paper was published. So this is how quickly the field is evolving. And also, this paper, which I just showed you, has been published by this Dong Huan Jiang, Sang Du Yun, and Dong Yun Han from the Never AI lab. Model stock approximates this center pretend weights as an anchor point. And there is a lot of other good stuff which you can check out in this paper, which I will drop the link in video's description. So I would highly recommend reading the paper, but now let's go to our local Windows system and then install this new model, which is Zebrafish 7 billion, and see how it plays out. The tool which I'm going to install and run this model is LM Studio. I have covered LM Studio in a lot of my videos, so if you are not aware of LM Studio, please search my channel and check it out. It's pretty cool. Now launch LM Studio, and then in the text box at home page, just type Zebrafish, press enter, and you will see that various people have done the quantized version of it in GGUF format. So I'll just go with the Bartois case, and on the right hand side scroll down, and I already have downloaded the best possible, the Q8 quantized version. Now let's click on this folder icon. That file is there. Awesome. Now just click on these three dots, and then let me clear my screen. Now on the right hand side, first make sure that GPU acceleration is selected. Just set it to max. Then let's select our model, which is Zebrafish. Let's wait for it to load, and you can keep eye on the resource usage on top left. Gonna take too long. Model is loaded. Let's double check our GPU offload, that is also there. And now let's ask it first question. So I'm asking it, a self-driving car must choose between swerving to avoid hitting a pedestrian, potentially harming the passenger, or staying its course. Discuss the ethical consideration from both perspectives. Let's check it out. And look at the response. It is saying when addressing the ethical dilemma posed by self-driving car decision, here are two primary perspectives require deliberation: that of the pedestrian and potential victim. How good is that? And then it is describing both the perspective, like pedestrian one, and then it is going with the ethicists, often emphasize a greater good principle. Wow. And then conversely, the passenger or vehicle occupant might be seen through a personal fidelity perspective. In this case, the self-driving car would have primary allegiance to the individual. Wow, it is directly caring. Unfortunately, the dilemma remains intractable without clear-cut solution, as both perspectives present compelling moral arguments. Ultimately, the design and regulation of self-driving car will require societal consensus. How good is that answer? Amazing stuff. Okay, so you can already appreciate The merge quality of Maxime's model, as always, is great, and it seems that this new model stock merger really works well. Let's check it out. Another prompt. So I'm asking it, imagine if the internet had been invented in the 1950s. How might this have changed the course of world history, particularly during the Cold War? Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so look at the response, and it is so basically this is testing the historical facts, and you can see that it is telling us that there are few hypothetical scenarios, like even in its rudimentary form, would have expedited global communication significantly, and then it is talking about diffusion of ideas, altered espionage. That is correct, because espionage was a big thing during that Cold War, the classical espionage, and it is talking about altered espionage here. Amazing stuff. And economic disparities, of course. Then there are, these are is a hypothetical scenarios, so pretty good. So it is well aware of what happened then. Now let's check another thing. I'm asking it, explain the concept of happiness to an entity that cannot feel emotions. Use analogies and metaphors to convey your explanation. Let's wait for it to finish and read through this response, and you'll be blown away. It is telling that imagine an individual lacking the ability to perceive emotional sensation will attempt to convey the abstract. So it is approaching it through physical or intellectual fulfillment. It is saying, think of happiness as a beautiful symphony. In a concert hall, the auditorium is filled with people, symbolizing individuals within a social construct. Each audience member holds an inner tuning fork that resonates differently, representing the diverse range of personal preferences, desires, and motivations. The orchestra performs a myriad of melodies. Wow, what a prose! And then it is telling that when an individual hears a particular tune that perfectly matches their inner tuning fork, they experience a moment where the music aligns with their inner rhythm. How good is that? Amazing stuff. And then it is um, also making sure that we know that this analogy doesn't fully encompass emotional happiness, but it does provide a framework. Very, very qualitative answer. Really good stuff. And just wrap it up. And in the wrapping, I would like to say that this study really highlights the fine tuning process in machine learning and reveals that fine tuned models' weights generally exhibit the properties of a Gaussian distribution, and the proximity of these models to the center of weights was crucial here for improved performance in target domains like ImageNet and under diverse distribution shifts. It also has utilized a pre-trained model as a robust anchor point, and then they efficiently minimize the variance with fewer fine-tuned models, eliminating the need for additional training to find the optimal interpolation ratio. Their findings also suggest further knowledge and applicability to the model near flat minima and offer new perspective on models like WiseFT and Model Soup. And there are a lot of other good stuff happening in this one. I wish I could go through it, but there is a bit dense in terms of mathematical representation, so I would highly suggest you to read through it. Also, mainly this paper, what I have read through so far, it doesn't apply to the text LLMs or LLMs whatsoever, but it is mainly geared towards vision model with fine-tuned variants of clip. And but still, I think it can be applied to the LLMs, as we have just seen that the merge quality is supreme. So at the end, again, thanks a lot to Maxime for creating this Zebrafish model and the people who have monetized it. I will drop the link to it in video's description. Go through it. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.